Hi guys, I'm Shmi, hello and welcome back to the channel. We're at this year's Goodwood Festival of Speed. BMW M are celebrating their 50th anniversary, a hugely significant milestone for the M division, and they are doing it in style. There's quite the lineup, and today I'm going to be hopping on board the new M4 CSL, making its dynamic debut to experience the CSL and what it's like up the famous hill climb as part of the BMW Celebration Run, where we also have the new M3 Touring, which has made its debut. It's been launched to the world right here at Festival of Speed. Today is all about this though, the CSL, the return of the CSL badge, a car limited to just 1,000 units, only 100 of which are coming here to the UK. It strips 100 kilos of weight out of the M4 competition and is also the fastest ever BMW at the Nurburgring Nordschleife. I'm going to be jumping on board today with Jorg Weidinger at the wheel, product manager of Driving Dynamics. Safe to say, a pretty good set of hands to experience what this is like. So let's check it out before we quickly get out there, get on the hill climb and experience the M4 CSL. We have just a few minutes before heading out for the hill climb run, but let's take this in quickly. The M4 CSL, CSL being the competition sport Leichtbau, the return of the badge last worn a fair few decades ago and only a handful of times in BMW's history. It is significantly lighter than the standard car. As I said, 100 kilos has been taken out from the M4 competition. You have extensive use of carbon fibre, for example, the full carbon bonnet, the hood with the exposed stripes and the red pinstripe details around. We've got a new look to those fairly controversial kidney grills up front. We've got the heritage roundels for the 50 years of BMW M, new headlights, new lighter wheels, the rear seats have been deleted, we've got a new bucket seat. The power has actually gone up now with the 3-litre turbocharged straight six from 510 in the regular competition or 480 in the regular M4 to now having 550 horsepower. At the back we've got a carbon trunk lid with the integrated spoiler back there as well, new exhaust system and plenty of other changes that have gone into really honing this in and setting it up for the track, plenty of which we can talk about with Jorg very shortly when we do head out. You've also got the distinct red surrounded logos, the M4 badging just here, and again if we come around towards the front, the CSL logo's tucked in as well. But there's a lot more than perhaps initially meets the eye that's got into the CSL. It's been a very long awaited car, but it has arrived and it is now making its dynamic debut. So let's hold on a short while longer before we're getting out with various of the BMW M cars to go experience them on the hill climb. Here we are, all very last minute, in the car with Jorg. How are you doing?
Hey, fine, and you?
Very good, very good. Thank you for the opportunity to come with you. Safe to say, this is literally your baby.
It is, yeah.
You've been responsible for this entire project, kind of dynamics.
In terms of driving dynamics.
Yeah, so, I mean, explain a bit more behind that. What's the goal? What's the idea? What's the plan?
So the main idea was to get a real CSL. So the purpose was to lose more than 100 kilos. So that's what we achieved. We also increased the horsepower a little bit. It's about 40 horsepower more. But the main thing is the weight loss, of course.
We've got the lighter seats. We've got gone of things like armrests and stuff we don't need. Yeah. Gone are the back seats. Who needs those?
No back seats.
And I mean, the CSL has obviously always been such a big name. It's a big BMW badge. It's a special car to bring it back. It's a special year for BMW M, and it's, you know, to have this car and the M3 Touring, it's a special time. So what are we driving in right now, settings-wise? How is it all kind of configured?
So it's more or less my development car. It's a Pre-Series 2, which is almost ready with all the stuff. And we drive in engine sport, suspension sport, like it set it up. So no special things. It's just a production car, production tires. It's a Cup 2R tire. Okay, so traction's off, everything's set up. Cup 2Rs, as you said. Cup 2Rs is a brave shout straight out of the Paddock. That's a good way to get them a little bit warmer. Just a little bit. The rear axle, the front axle not. So the front axle has to warm up in the corners, you know.
Yeah, okay. So everything prepared.
Yep.
This is very special.
We do a launch control start, so we'll do not a burnout.
Okay.
We do a launch control start. Because in the afternoon we'll be in the timed run.
Okay.
And
so this is a practice lap and I'm just along for the ride.
That's a practice lap. With a little bit of extra weight.
I'm sorry for giving you the ballast.
No.
It's really cool to see the Goodwood being the Festival of Speed being the launch ground for the M3 Touring.
It is. It's always great to be here.
I was about to say away goes the M3, except it shredded up some tires. All right then, we pull up to the line. So launch control to come, head back.
Yeah.
550 horsepower of M4 CSL. Ready and waiting for the go. Launch control active. And away we go. Those shifts are quick. Little speed into T1. Gotta get the heat into the tyres. But the car is taking part in the shootout. We hit over 200 kilometers an hour, 205 up through the straight. Gotta watch for the hay bales through Morecambe. Back sliding around, slipping and sliding everywhere. The grass just either side of us. We come up to the Flint Wall. Those hay bales are right alongside us. Wow. Wow. And that's why the mirrors are folded in.
Yes, that's the reason, you see?
With the wall and the hay bales. Oh, that was mega. Nice drive.
Yeah.
Wow.
You have to take every run as a practice run.
Yeah.
Because in the afternoon, I want to show what it's able to.
Yeah, so but to go for, like, you know, to really make pace, you're going through some blind corners.
Yeah, yesterday we have been 12th overall in between all the race cars.
Yeah.
And we have been 1.3 seconds faster than Kevin Estre with the Manta GT2 RS. So
you'll take that. Amazing. Wow, that was pretty spectacular. That was really, really kind of on it. And my word, what a paddock lineup are we pulling into? F1 GTR race cars, BMW history, and this is the next history of BMW.
it is.
This is the future of BMW. I mean, you must be immensely proud of making a car that can do what this can do.
Yeah.
This punches high. This is the fastest BMW M car ever at the Nurburgring.
It is, yeah, it is.
It's like...
We've done the record there in April.
What was the time?
A 7:20 for the
7:20.
complete lap. So it's with a T13. We're the fastest mid-range car now since April with the M4 CSL.
That's just mega, to be honest. And it's an M4. You know,
an M4,
it's like
yeah.
it's supposed to.
And the story is, which is much more interesting.
So you drove this car from
So I
Munich.
started on Wednesday morning, 2 o'clock. And it was 14 hours, took me 14 hours to drive the car from Munich to here. Now we run up the hill, and on Monday morning, tomorrow morning, I drive it home. First to Nurburgring and then home.
That's actually really
That's the
cool.
story behind, so I can take it for this and for that.
So this car has come to Goodwood, and before it goes home, it drives some laps of the ring.
Of course, yeah.
That's amazing. I love that kind of thing. That's exactly what it's all about. Goodwood has amazing atmosphere.
It is.
We're obviously surrounded by some amazing cars. It's super exciting to see BMW M celebrating such a special occasion for the company and with these cars.
It's an honor for us to be here.
And you know, us Brits, we quite like these things.
Yeah.
we sure do. So 100 of the 1,000 might not be enough. You know, if you've got any spares, we'll take them. Awesome. Thank you very much. Thank you for that run.
Thank you.
Really appreciate it. So cool.
With the sights and sounds of everything around us up here at the top, I think we need to take a slightly better look at more of the details of the M4 CSL, and in particular the interior, because we really did have to hop in and go straight for the run. So to show you inside here, gone, for example, is the armrest. In place of that, you just have a storage bucket, the CSL logo on that leather piece. You don't have any cover over the wireless charging pad and the key and USB slot just there. All these simple little things to take out some weight, but crucially, gone is the back seat. In place of it, the CSL logo on the back board there, a storage net if you want to pop your helmets underneath that, tuck them in, for example. Officially, no luggage down there. Unofficially, I think you're probably going to use it as a storage area. Obviously, you still have the boot and trunk space as well. We've got the CSL badging here on this new fixed carbon seat. Just look at this. Such a nice seat, the full carbon back, the Alcantara pads, the leather for the centre, still with this piece in the centre, just like on the M4 and M3 competition seats, but the way it's presented with some movement forwards and backwards, currently super raked. I think you could slightly adjust those positions a touch, should you wish. But yeah, that was quite a comfortable place to be for a flat-out run like that. Jorg was certainly absolutely on it, full speed ahead in the M4 CSL. Now we should have a quick peek at what's around us, because this is, well, this is a fairly epic lineup, but a big history of BMW Motorsport right here. F1s, Le Mans, GT3s. I'm going to come through a little bit further because this is certainly attracting my attention. The McLaren F1s, powered by that BMW V12 engine. McLaren partnered with BMW to do that at the time. We're in some like absolutely incredible company with the cars that are around here. You have absolutely no idea how spectacular this is. The various DTMs in different years and the Red Bull M4 drift car. That's really, really cool. Look at those arches. This is, yeah, this is insane. This is absolutely insane what I'm looking at right now. My word. The mix of different cars as well make it even better. And we squeeze past M1 Pro cars and race cars and yeah, through everything, through absolutely everything. Kidney grills down there, past the M3. Look at that! Obviously a Porsche run that followed us up, hence the Jag as well. Oh man, this is paradise. This is absolute paradise. And yeah, here we are with this chap, the M4 CSL. I can't believe how quick it goes, to be honest. But that's always been BMW's party piece, hasn't it? Giving even more out of a car than you realise initially. Really making it possible to push on big time with it. And then we have the M3 Touring that's made its debut as well, blasting up the hill climb here. That's just cool. It's a Senna F1 car. Wow. Oh, this is so awesome. I normally do the runs here in the supercar grid. Oh, we've got another McLaren F1 GTR, non-long tail that's come up. I normally do the supercar runs, so you just don't see this stuff. Le Mans cars, Formula 1 cars, and GT1 cars, all in the same batch. Wow! Hamilton car behind the Senna car. Okay, down the hill we go, past a sea of legends. Quite literally, there are some extraordinary cars parked around here from that run. Goodness, this is a dream. I mean, this is absolutely spectacular. It's really special, isn't it, being here in Goodwood? I mean, there's nothing else quite like this. Quite like the different cars and different things. So, obviously, talking driving dynamics, there's even more, isn't there, with what's going on behind us?
Behind us, of course, it's just a two-seater, so we've saved the rear seats. And one important thing is also the wall between the back and the seats is a welded wall.
Right.
So it makes the chassis much stiffer than it is in the standard cars. And we have different engine bushings, which are double stiff compared to the standard ones. Also, the gearbox bushings are much stiffer. Mm-hmm. So we did a lot of things also in suspension. For example, damper springs, stabilizer bars, all the trailing arms, which are made with rubber bushings in the production car, are now solid ones.
So, I mean, this is obviously not racetrack grade tarmac. This is quite bumpy, but it is also fairly Nurburgring reminiscent.
Yeah, it's in terms of surface, it's not far away from the Nurburgring, so it's really bumpy. It's a normal road, not the asphalt of a racetrack, but it works. And we do the race or the runs in almost the same settings we do as we do at the Nurburgring. Okay. So it's suspension sport, engine sport, and our damper applications, so damper settings sport are done at Nurburgring, and it works also perfect here at Goodwood.
There are quite some crowds. That's so loud. But it's fantastic to be able to put on such a show for all the people who are here and keep the speed down for the journey back to the house. So how long have you now been with BMW M?
It's since 2013, so it's I'm in my 9th year with BMW M.
What are the kind of standout projects that you've been involved in since then? What are your favourite cars that you've worked on?
I've been involved in the M5,
Yep.
F90, which was the first all-wheel drive M5.
Yep.
I've been involved in the M4 GTS, which is
Yes.
you know,
Previous generation.
yes,
so to
previous
speak,
generation. And yeah, some interesting projects are coming up now.
Yeah.
So we cannot talk now, but
Next time.
yeah.
Next time we can talk
Next
about.
one.
Wow. I'm not sure how much my camera could see of that, but that looked amazing. Oh goodness. Yeah, because in here, you know, obviously different cars, different drivetrains across the range now. Really, you've got the MX drive system available
Yes.
for different cars. You've got rear-driven cars exclusively,
Yeah.
and permanent all-wheel drive cars across the range. And it's just, I think, expanding that performance envelope and having more offerings for customers.
Yes. Also, the touring idea, the thing which is very important for us, and we're very glad that we managed to bring that. It wasn't easy, especially in the beginning. There have been some people
Yeah.
who didn't trust in the idea.
Yeah.
But in the end, we all managed
It's
to
been
convince them and, to bring it.
It's been a wonderful teaser campaign
Yeah.
all the way through to the launch of the Touring.
was, yeah.
You know, car guys always love a fast wagon, right? We always
Yes.
love a fast estate because you look at it and you just think it's a normal. If you don't know,
Yes.
it's just it could just be a 3 Series estate.
Yeah.
But if you do know, it's a car that can handle itself up somewhere like this.
Yeah.
Really impressively.
That's what we like, yeah.
Yeah,
The kind of
stands out.
understatement.
Yeah, the understated performance. And a quick nod to the statue here, BMW M leading the celebrations. This year we're heading out towards Goodwood House, where we have the display featuring some very, very special BMW models. All up there as we get taken around and brought to the house for the BMW display as the F1 GTR long tail goes past. This is Z123. Wow, look at this. Look at the cars that are lined up. We're getting lined up here then for the BMW display. Does it feel spectacular for you, this?
It does, it does. It's a very special moment. We have all the drivers here, we have all the race cars here. A crowd of spectators celebrating together with us the 50th birthday of BMW M. Special moment, very special.
What a
For all
dream.
of us.
What an absolute dream. Right beside the statue, nose to nose, M4 CSL, M3 Touring. Well, I feel honoured to have been in the run with you.
Yeah.
At this point, I'll say have a safe drive back home.
Thank you very much.
And thank you for the run.
It was a nice experience with
Really,
you.
yes, really appreciated it. That was super cool.
This is a pretty incredible display outside Goodwood House, where we've now got the M 50 years flags up. They had fireworks going off and all sorts, but a summary of M's motorsport history right here at the Goodwood Festival of Speed. And I feel like we've kind of hitchhiked onto something epic, driving the M4 CSL. Not that this car isn't epic, and especially the way that Jorg was driving it. That was just out of this world. But one more thing I want to show, actually, what we were just talking about at the top, the rear bulkhead here is actually welded in to give it that extra rigidity, to stiffen everything up, to make it even stronger than it would be, obviously, without, to give it that extra performance, that extra dynamic capability. And it's safe to say that Jorg knows how to drive it. You know, he's done a lot of miles in these. As he said, how cool that he's driven it here to be at Goodwood, to go up the hill that quick, to go and do some timed runs as well, and he will drive it all the way back via the Nurburgring. For today, though, another mega day at the Goodwood Festival of Speed. We're right in front of the main statue here, which is, of course, honouring the 50 years of BMW M, the lead brand, so to speak, from this year's Festival of Speed, from the whole show, where they launched the M3 Touring, and I've been able to experience a ride on board the M4 CSL. So thank you very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed the video, and I look forward to an opportunity to get behind the wheel of one of these and share with you exactly what that's like out on track at some point in the not too distant future. That's it for now, though. Thanks as always for your support, guys. It is hugely appreciated. That's it for this time, and I'll see you again very soon. Cheers.